Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Sanvi from Achka School, and today I'm going to talk about something that we all struggle with. And as the title suggests, we are going to talk about vocabulary. Vocabulary, an amazing thing that we all want, rich vocabulary, but sometimes we tend to not be able to use those, and we're not able to come up with the new words. So that's what I'm going to tell in this video, exactly the steps and the things that you need to have a greater and a deeper understanding of the words you're using, and understand better what people are saying who have a rich vocabulary. So let's start, but I think we all need to understand the importance of having a rich vocabulary first, because without knowing the importance of something, it just is so bland. So the first important thing that we all must know is that less amount of words fit in your mind, the lesser you'll be able to express the things you want to say. So, for example, in your mother tongue, there too are many things that you can't express because you don't have a rich understanding of that particular example that you want to say. Whatever you're thinking, why can't you put it in words? Why? Because you don't have the word for it. You don't remember the word for it. So it means that if you don't have a rich vocabulary, it limits your communicative approach to people. And it's not just about speaking, it's about listening too. Because when you listen to people with a richer vocabulary, you cannot understand it, which then again leads to having a less communicative approach. And the second point, limited vocabulary can make it difficult to understand complex ideas, follow conversations, and express yourself effectively. So, yeah, that happens. That happens with me too. I'm watching a video that's amazing, that's awesome. And suddenly you get everything. But then suddenly there is a sentence that pops out, and you're like, what? And it's because of that single word that came up. And I didn't understand that single word, which means that I am not understanding the entire thing, and that can happen. And this is how it limits the ideas that come to our mind. So it's not just making our speaking difficult, but it's also making our listening difficult. So having a better vocabulary can give you two beautiful benefits that you actually need in your daily life. The third one, expanding can. Okay, now, if you are able to express yourself better, it will build confidence. You're already confident and you want to become more confident. Then you can actually improve your vocabulary, make it richer, and have better social interactions with people because you're able to express them clearly. So one of the main mistakes that we do is that we tend to use monotonous verbs, adverbs, adjectives. But one thing you need to know that you don't need to make it so like a burden or something. You just need to make it simple, and you need to make the words that are normally used but you don't know a part of your daily life. So if you can do that, you are going to have a richer vocabulary. So how you're going to do that? What are the resources? I'm going to tell that next. So now I'm going to tell you the simple strategies that you can use to build your vocabulary and make it next level. The first one is read widely. Reading is the best thing. Reading can help you in everything. And I have read like so many books. Because of that, I have those words that are really important for people to know. If you read one page every day, one page only, you may get 3, 4, 5 words that you may not know. And it is awesome and it's mind blowing that books can cause a huge impact on your vocabulary, and not just vocabulary, it's about you listening, you're speaking, you're writing. Also, if you take a book and then you read it, you understand it, write it again, it's going to help your writing skills too. So books have many benefits. So you need to start reading at least one page every day, improve your vocabulary. Second thing, active listening. I love active listening. You know what happens? I do mimicry every day. And it's not just about, you know, trying to improve your vocabulary. If you have, you can focus on another thing too, so that you can grasp all the benefits that you can actually have. Because when we're eating a fruit and let's say it has vitamin C, you're not just focusing on the vitamin C, you're also focusing about what other benefits it has, so you're eating it. So the same way, if you're doing mimicry, also focus on your speaking and vocabulary if that's your primary goal. So mimicry, what is basically mimicry? Mimicry is basically, I like tell this in a lot of videos because mimicry is playing a quite essential part in the way we speak. I also made a podcast recently about mimicry. So it's in Substack. So I'm gonna drop down the link below. And you can watch my blogs where I write things. So yeah, go ahead and go to the description and find it out. So as I was saying, mimicry is basically about you have to play a video. I recommend watching children's stories first if you're a beginner. But if you're an intermediate, you can go ahead with TEDx talks, Josh talks, and talks that are actually in a very, very rich way. You can also go ahead with songs, because songs play a vital role in shaping your tone, pitch, pace as well. And it will also improve your vocabulary because it has contracted speech. So you can go ahead with songs. I love songs. You can go ahead with Encanto movies songs, or you can go with the rhythm of Frozen. These are some songs I recommend. And then when you have selected the favorite thing, you can try to sing or speak the same way, the same thing. And when you're speaking, try to focus on the vocabulary too. So focus on the vocab, but focus on everything else. But primarily, you need to focus on vocabulary. Okay, the next point is practice, practice, practice. You need to remember those words. Like, don't take it as a burden and just, learn 5 words and try to memorize it. Take only one word. For example, I have learned a new word like flabbergasted. So now you are trying to use it in every sentence, every possible sentence that you can. So I am going out in a mall, let's say. I'll say, oh, I'm flabbergasted by the view of this beautiful, awesome mall. And when I say this, it goes deep into the memories of my brain, so like from inside out, and then it just forms a whole sensational view that you have used the word flabbergasted, and it just sits on my mind. And now whenever I have to speak that I'm shocked or I'm really, really amazed to see this, I'll say I'm flabbergasted. Right? So this is what you can do. Practice, practice, practice. It's not just required in public speaking, it's required in everything possible. So try to do this and you'll be great. Okay. Now, we have learned the simple strategies, but I just want to tell you how you can master your everyday language. So the first is synonyms and antonyms. So let me tell you, whenever we are studying academically any subject, any language, specifically, whether it be English, Hindi, Kannada, Telugu, Tamil, whatever it be, you take the language and then they tell you to write the particular artha, or they tell you to write the synonyms, the antonyms. What happens is that you get a richer vocabulary about it. So you can do it too. Whenever you're learning a word, let's say a verb mostly, or an adjective, or adverb, mainly these three things, you got to take the opposite, antonyms, the synonyms, the same thing but different word. The meaning is same, but it's a different word. So, for example, you can take the word beautiful, you can find the synonym, the antonym, and then you will just learn it. And like I said, you need to practice it. Without practice, without giving the up, you can't just directly jump in that you have a richer vocabulary. The next is idiom and phrases. See, I love idioms. I love to use seventh heaven, or to be on cloud nine, and to go nuts. And if you don't know these idioms, my friend, you're late. You need to learn these beautiful idioms at once. Idiom and phrases are the best way you can express things. Even in Hindi, or even in any language, we have idioms and phrases. Like in Hindi, we have um there are many idioms, right? I don't remember, but we are learning it in schools. And um so I need you to drop down a few idioms from your mother tongue, and I may have a richer vocabulary in any of these languages. So please drop down and drop a comment on it. So you can learn these idiom and phrases like a piece of cake. If, my friend, you don't know that, you need to start working on idioms and phrases. Even when we are going to give Olympiad tests, we have to learn idioms and phrases. It's a major section in IEO, in International English Olympiad. So that's why we learn idioms and phrases, is that we can convey our information more properly. And when you learn vocabulary, speaking and expressing will be a piece of cake. Okay, next is we will use metaphors, similes, and other forms of figurative language to create vivid imagery and enhance your communications. What are similes? Similes are basically like as, adjective, as, noun, which means you are comparing two things and then you're saying it like that. So, as fast as a hair. What is this? As fast as a hair. So, this is a simile. This is called figurative languages, where you're using these type of words or group of words to form a vivid imagery in the person's mind and form a painting in the person's mind. So we have such beautiful poems, right? You can read those beautiful poems and can see that they have used so beautiful figurative language. Onomatopoeia. What are onomatopoeia? I need you to tell me in the comment section. Onomatopoeia, I can give you a hint. It is basically sounds. And you need to explain it to me in the comment section. Next, we have to know the resources and the tools. Okay, resources and tools. What are the resources and tools? Let me tell you some amazing tools that I have used by the time when I was like 6, and these are so amazing. The first one is online vocabulary builders. You can enjoy and explore through these websites where you can learn vocabulary and you can expand your word language through these games, quizzes, and exercises. If you go to Google, you search a word, below that there will be coming what is similar to this, and then they will give 3 or 4 choices. You need to select one of them and you will get a point. If you do wrong, you will miss the point. So there is I think it's word bot or word coach, so you can play there as well. And the second is dictionary apps. Utilize dictionary apps on your mobile. It's really, really important. You can quickly look up the unfamiliar words and reinforce learning skills by dictionary. Okay. The third, word of the day. You can subscribe to the word of the day services. These will help you to expand your vocabulary gradually and better. So, vocabulary is an amazing topic, but I think you need to make it work. You need to practice to make it work. You need to put your new vocabulary, that whatever you're learning, to work, and you need to become from a wordsmith to a conversationalist. Understand? Okay. Now you need to use your expanded vocabulary to express yourself more clearly, more creatively, and persuasively. What is persuasively? Persuasively, it means convincingly, right? And confidence boost, this like I said, it's going to help you build your confidence, so it will translate you into another conversations, and it will help you have more engaging interactions with people, and you will be having a robust vocabulary that can unlock opportunities in your personal and professional life, opening doors to new experiences and connections. So um these are the things that will help you in vocabulary. So go ahead and start learning vocabulary and become the best version of yourself by building up a robust vocabulary. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye. Let's make this a piece of cake. Catch you later.